Ahoy, hoy, everyone, and welcome to part 5 of Welcome to Wrexham. Today, we are going to be playing a couple games, one in the FA Trophy semi-final, actually, against Wealdstone, which recently they've beaten us 1-0. So, yeah, since their last episode where we versed Solihull Moors and lost 1-0 to them, we then won our next two games, but then lost against the opposition we're about to play. The difference is, though, we were away in that game and we are home for this game. So hopefully we can pull out a win and make the final of the FA Trophy. But yeah, today we've got a double header of Wealdstone and Kings Lynn Town. See, Dior Angus has been keeping up his goal scoring form. So we're going to keep playing him out on the left, which basically is where he's scoring his goals. But the team that we have for today's match is we have a Webb in goal. We have a back four of Brown, Keller, Pearson, and Horsfield. Hackney and Booty in central midfield. Angus out on the left. Bodo in centre attacking midfield. Ben Elmane out on the right. And Phillips, who has been in very disappointing form in terms of goal scoring at least, starting out at up front. You will notice that Edwards is not playing at the back. We have Pearson at the back. He's currently on international duty. We are got this guy in on trial as well, just to have a look at him and see if he's a good backup winger. He's 18 years old. If he does have 5-star potential, could be a good one for, potential League 2 player. So if we get promoted, he might be good. We also had another goalkeeper in on trial again, but I don't think he looks very good. So a couple of injuries in the squad. That's what we're going with today. I believe it does go into extra time as well if this is a draw, so it doesn't go into a replay. And I believe the final is actually in Wembley. Unless I probably need to check that before I tell all of you, but I believe it is. So we could be going to Wembley straight after this. There's the team again, in case you didn't see it before. But yeah, let's get into the semi-final. This competition is only for non-league football, so this is our only chance to win it, and that is an absolutely terrible tackle, and I think we have someone sent off in the first 10 minutes of the game. Sean Pearson, who's basically played 6 games for the club this season. He's played before, but he's coming off a big injury, has now gotten himself sent off, and now we have to make some decisions about what we do. It's a cup game. I don't want to change attacking. I think we're going to try and go... Oh, that's terrible, that. He's played well out of position there. We could bring... He's our best player, so I don't want to take him off. Jeez. What if we drop? Oh, this is a terrible system. This is going to go poorly, but I think we're going to try it. He's a central midfielder. We want him being ball-winning midfielder on defend, and then we'll have you as box-to-box. These guys on attack. I think what we need to do is just put... Yeah, we're already on more direct. We already focus play through the middle as well and overlap. So I think that's going to have to do. Man, that is just... What a time to get a player sent off. It's versus a team that we've already lost to. Then our 2-meter tall centre back misses the header to basically clear the ball, and we give them a chance at goal. But luckily, Webb has basically been able to take the shot. We're not going defensive because, we might go defensive if we score a goal. But until then, we'll keep attacking. Ball's now back with Booty. Booty puts it back over to Horsfield, and Horsfield scores, and it's not offside, and we have the lead. It's 1-0. It's too early to go defensive. It's 20 minutes into the game. We might drop that back down to just a positive mentality, though. But let's have another look at the goal. Hackney back to Booty. Booty's been great in this playmaker role. He's basically got the ball over the top. Horsfield's on the attack, and in the net it goes. So we take the lead after 20 minutes, after a red card as well. So should we be playing with a defensive midfielder then? That's the question. I mean, we're still top of the league by quite a while, so maybe not just yet. But yeah, there's a long way to go in the game yet. Let's not count our chickens, eh? Now they have the attack and they're knocking the ball around pretty well in the final third. They get the ball out into Green, their striker, and Green puts them level, and it's now 1-1 after 34 minutes. Let's have a look and see. Should our keeper have done better? Should we have done better in defense? We are playing a pretty wide back three. Yeah, you can see we've just been caught out there. No pointing, but he should have been on Green if we had the extra person in Pearson. So we might have to move these people just. But I mean, the whole thing is getting these guys up the wing as well. So I don't want to go too narrow. I think we just need to try and out attack them. That's got to be the plan. Okay, so him to avenge what happened. Yeah, let's get some revenge. That seems to have motivated them. We're in it for revenge. Don't say revenge. Don't say revenge. Horsfield now has the ball in our defensive third. Gets the ball over to Phillips, and Phillips probably going to faff the shot. Yep, straight at the goalkeeper, but we do get a corner. So, can Booty, I'm assuming, no, Hackney's taking the corner. Okay. Doesn't really go where we need it to. So, ball now back with Brown, back with Horsfield, and away it goes. By the way, this episode's coming out. Today would have been the start of the Euros for you guys, but I'm recording this the previous night before. I'm getting up tomorrow at 5 a.m. to watch Italy and Turkey play. By now, you would have already seen the result, but I'm hoping for a good win from Italy. If we can go far in the tournament, we have a nice kit. If kits count for anything, we're going to win. We haven't made any subs yet. I think we're just trying to feel this game out. Yeah, that's 2-1. We got to go back to attacking, basically. We're going to make some changes here. We're going to bring... Brown's shattered as well. We're going to bring Record on for you. We're going to bring Phillips out on the left and Ponticelli up front. And we're going to bring Little on for Hackney. Good old triple substitution with 10 minutes left. And then we're going to tell them... We're going to drop some encouragement in a second as well and just see if we can get these boys firing. But I'm afraid that we might... Yep. It looks like we might be getting knocked out of the FA Trophy, which is going to be a shame because with our promotion all but kind of cemented this season, we're not really going to get a shot at it. And I would like to win it at least once. But I think the extra man has just killed it. Yeah, that's it. That's it, guys. We're knocked out. So, yeah, we weren't good enough today. I mean, that's a little bit harsh, to be perfectly honest. We played 80 minutes of the game with 10 men, but you see what happens when Edwards wasn't available and we have to rotate the back line. Pearson's our captain as well, so you would think in a game like this, he'd be fine, but what are you going to do? You can see we are 10 points clear of the top of the table, so... we should be getting promoted from here, you would think. But anyway, on to the next game. Actually, before we do, a couple of pieces of news. We've asked for better youth facilities. Admittedly, we probably should have asked for better youth recruitment. But we're going to discuss it with the board. Yeah, we should improve. We believe the recruitment is good enough. We should be looking to things. We believe our existing setup. I think... Yeah, let's say lack of ambition. We reject that notion. We're not currently willing to discuss. So Mr. Hollywood has said no. So we don't get that. It does leave our finances in a little bit low. And we are over our wage budget and over our scouting budget. So, yeah. But projection-wise, we're not looking too bad at the end of this year, but I think it's more end of next year, end of the year after that we need to worry about. But if we do get promoted, hopefully that will help some of that as well. Actually, we did also get our youth intake as well. Let me see if I can find that. Hold on a second. Yeah, new intake of players. So basically, we got all these young prospects. You can see no one really too good apart from Ricky Vaughan. He's a 15-year-old attacking midfielder on the right-hand side. You can see he's got fairly high flair, decent technique, decent pace, I guess, very low strength, and quite tiny as well. He's the best position as a winger. He does have 5-star potential, 1.5-star current ability. So he looks like the pick of the bunch. We have already offered him a contract, and we'll wait to see the reports from the rest of it and get our director of football to sign anyone that's recommended. He doesn't look too bad either. Oliver Lee, 1.5-star current ability, 3.5-star potential. Can play as a shadow striker, which is what we do have at the moment. He's decently pacey. He's a lot bigger at 179 centimeters tall at 15. So I think he'd grow maybe a little bit forward. He does get forward as well. So, yeah, we'll see if we get anyone else that's good. We have a few people that might be ready for a loan next year, or they're not. You need to be 17 to be loaned, but they're currently operating at a national league, so the league below ours. He's the 11th best attacking midfielder or winger at the club, but has quite high potential. So, yeah, that's our pretty disappointing youth intake. Anyway, enough of that. We're gonna fast forward now, and you'll see me come back for Kings Lynn in a few days' time. All right, everyone. So it's a few days later, and we have our second game today against Kings Lynn Town. We've got a heavily rotated squad, as you can see. Edwards coming back from international duty. He's not fit. Keller isn't fit either. Pearson is suspended. Angus isn't fit. We've also got Ben Elmane not fit. Booty not fully fit. Brown not fully fit. And Horsfield not fully fit. So they'll be starting on the bench today. And yeah, basically the team for today is we have Webb in goal, a back four of record, Hall, Johnson, Vassell, and French. We have Little and Hackney in midfield. Phillips starting out on the left. We're going to try him there, considering he's not scoring from striker. Bodu is in the central attacking midfield position. He is not fully fit, so he'll have to come off at some point. And Davies makes his return to the team after having 2 very lengthy injuries. So he's going to come play, actually should be as an inverted winger. Yeah, he can play on support. On his best role, why not? And Ponta Kelly is going to start leading the line for us. He's not been prolific. He's got 2 goals in 5 starts in the league. 2.5-star current ability, 4-star potential. I just want to see if he can offer us something different up front. So, yeah, that's the team. Hopefully we get a good result today, but with the heavily rotated team that we are, and coming off some questionable form, especially in that last game, having a red card, yeah, we don't know. Let's just say, yeah, play your natural game, and that's done nothing. It didn't do anything bad, but it also didn't do anything. So, yeah, we get underway at, I don't know what Kings Lynn Stadium is called, but that's where we are. Early on, we've had, and of course, our centre back has got apparently a twisted knee, but we should be able to nurse him through. We're going to leave him on because our cover at centre back is apparently Brown, and he's no centre back. So you can see Bodu is currently running really low as well, so he's going to have to come off probably at half time. But we now have the ball here. Davies has it, puts Bodu forward, and he then gets the ball in the midfield. The keeper deflects it, but we can't get a second chance effort, a goal. Phillips now has the ball again on the left, puts it back out to record, and the highlight just decides that it wants to end there, even though we were attacking. So, according to XG, that was a pretty big chance. We should have perhaps scored that. But yeah, we now have Kelly taking a long range effort, but doesn't look good enough, I'm afraid. Yeah, we're going to wait till half time to make any changes. Oh, he's got a header at goal and he's just put it straight at the keeper. This is the problem of late. We either seem to be like scoring 4 goals a game or we just can't seem to score any of our easy chances. And then basically teams do that. They hit us on the break or they hit us like that and they get a goal. So we now go 1-0 down. We can see sort of what happened here. Potentially should have done better in the back 4, but as I said, we've got a pretty rotated back 4 at the minute. So I'm not too surprised there that we're conceding goals, but they haven't really had many chances. Yeah, let's say point finger, show a bit of desire. We don't look like a team that wants to win. That's true, we don't. I think with that clear at the top, that we're just looking a bit lackluster. It's not really many changes. We're actually going to bring you on instead. We might bring you off because you're not having a good day and you're not having a good game either. We're going to make all 3 changes pretty close to half time. We get an injury, we're kind of screwed. But Kelly gets one back and we draw level and he does his 4th goal of the season. As I said, he hasn't been prolific or looked particularly spectacular when he has been on the pitch, but he does draw us level, so we will take that. You can see he heads the ball down. Kelly gets a free volley at the end of it. First touch, puts it in the bottom left. Keeper has no hope, doesn't even try and dive for it. Yeah, now we need to go on and get ourselves a victory. And Brown, all 197 centimeters of him, has basically now headed the ball home, coming in off that left. This is Angus's role, by the way. This is how Angus scores so many goals. He just cuts in from the left, gets the ball across from the right-hand side. He usually volleys it in, but Brown is there with a tremendous header, and now we go ahead 2-1. And that's looking more like the Wrexham that we've had off-screen that you guys haven't seen, because the last few games that we've actually played on camera, we haven't really looked very good. So that's comforting to see. You can see Brown now through on goal, and his finishing isn't the best. I think his finishing is 7, and that kind of shows there. So remember, he's predominantly a left back for us. So he can play in the attacking midfield section, and you can see he can do quite well there as well. But not the most prolific finisher that we have in the squad. But the man can head a ball. That's his 2nd of the game, 6th of the season since coming in on loan. Archie Brown, what a player he is. I think if we can get him back next year on loan, that's going to be priority 1, is getting Archie Brown back in on loan, because he can play anywhere up that left-hand side. And coming off the bench today, he's really just... I mean, the keeper didn't have to do much there. I don't know why he saved it. He's just giving us a corner. But yeah, Brown has just looked so good cutting in from the left. We might actually play him as our left winger. Because if he's going to be there cutting in from the left and can head the ball home the way he's been doing in this match, and he's already scored 6 goals this season, what an asset he'll have, like coming in off the wing and scoring. We now just need our strikers to get a little bit more prolific. Kelly has scored today, but Phillips, although his rating's pretty good and he probably has an assist to his name, he hasn't looked that good all season, really. So, yeah, we would like to definitely not getting him back next year and looking to potentially get in either another loan, or if we can make a permanent move for another striker, we'll look to do that as well. You can see now King now has the ball on the break, but wastes it, and it goes behind, and that should be a very tidy 3-1 win. Coming back off a 1-0 deficit from half-time, we ought to say, yeah, that was a good performance. Well done. Good for team morale. Well done. Actually, if you are keeping track of our dynamics, You can now see that the team cohesion has gone up. It's now showing as green. We now average. The players are blending well together. So that's quite good. But you can see our form. We've had 2 losses in the last 5 games. So yeah, that hasn't been the best. He's out for 6 to 9. That's fine. He's not our starter anyway. He's actually played quite a bit. 13 games for the club. Need to give him more credit. Yep, well done. You were superb. Yeah, I think if we look at... Yeah, he'd require us... I think if we get promoted, he'll come back. Because that ability and that potential to get even better... Wonder if we can do it now. No. Too soon to extend it. All right, we will look to extend his loan towards the end of the season, but what are we going to do in terms of matches? Well, since we're out of the FA Trophy, and like from a National League standing point of view, we've got a game in hand and we're already 13 points clear. So I don't think there's any danger of us losing our top spot. If it looks like we are going to lose our top spot, we'll come back towards the end of April. But if we're looking like we're just going to keep smashing it, the next game that you will see us play is Bromley and Dagon Red, basically to close off the season. So that'll be tomorrow's video, and then the day after, we'll basically do a season wrap-up and transfer special as we go into league football. We're going to have to strengthen in just a lot of areas in the pitch. If you look at our squad, like we don't want to bring Phillips back, so we're going to need a different striker. Yeah, you can see 5 goals in 24 appearances isn't a good return. So yeah, we're definitely not looking to bring him back. So we'll start sort of scouting for a potential League 2 quality striker that we can have, because Angus, as good as he's sort of done with his 18 goals this season, he's been playing out on the wing for those goals. Anytime he's played at striker, he hasn't scored. So he'll be in and around the squad, that's for sure, but he'll be in and out of the squad, you know, for either the left or right wing, because he can play either side. So potentially the left is the best, though, because he's an inverted winger, and that allows him to come in. He's right-footed only, so surprised he's done that well. But anyway, we definitely need a new striker. I wouldn't mind a new attacking midfielder. We've got Bodu, who has done quite well. You can see he's actually progressing quite well now that he's actually playing some football. He hasn't really played much football recently, so I think the season's done him good. So he'll be in and around the team around them, but I wouldn't mind a better attacking midfielder. We definitely will need some new wingers as well on the right-hand side. Midfield, we'll probably look to bring... I mean, Edwards is playing as centre-back. I don't know if we'll look to bring Hackney back, mainly because from his appearances, his assists isn't great, and he has been playing as a playmaker some of the games as well. His average is pretty low as well, but when you look at his report, it does say he has potential to be a Premier League player. So, well, I don't know. We'll leave him to the end. Little, I don't think we'll bring back. I don't know if he's good enough to make the drop, although this says he is already a good player for League 2. But we'll definitely need to strengthen our midfield. Booty does look good. He'll definitely be able to make the step up. I think he's already got potential left. I don't know why we're doing this. We're going to be doing this in the transfer special anyway. But yeah, you can see he's already a good player for our League 2 sides. We need to get Edwards back in. That's going to be priority 1. We need to get Brown back in on loan. That's going to be priority 2. Definitely strengthen our right fullback position as well, and our central fullback position. We're definitely going to need a League 2 quality goalkeeper. So stick around for the transfer special. Lots happening in that. We're going to have a lot of work to do. But the next time you'll see us, we'll be in the league, as I said, Bromley and Dagon Red to finish off the season, and we'll go from there. But hopefully you've enjoyed the video, guys. Please leave a like if you did, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. It does help me out. And I'll see you guys tomorrow for Bromley and Dagon Red. Peace out.